Welcome to Spiritual Tea with KhnumAa. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're going to listen to a couple of our brothers sisters who tell us the top signs that someone at your workplace may be trying to do witchcraft on you.
These are some of the signs that someone is doing spell work on you in the workplace. These are some of the things that have happened to me, and I'm going to share some of these experiences with you all today. Witches are everywhere. They're literally everywhere. A lot of them do magic to get in a lot of these positions in these places. So you may find a little bit of them at some of everywhere. A lot of them don't belong in these places. They're not really supposed to be there. They have cheated their way there. They have done black magic to get there. You will find witches in high places, and you can find them in low places. And don't forget that there are several forms of witchcraft. It's not just somebody doing magic with objects and with people's photos. One of the ways you will know that someone is doing spell work on you in the workplace is that you may be late every day, or you may find yourself late, or it may be hard for you to get up in the morning. You may be really tired in the morning, or whenever your shift is getting ready to start, all of a sudden you start to feel tired and sleepy and drained. Even if you work the evening shift and you had good sleep, when it comes time for your shift, all of a sudden you just start to feel drained and tired. That is from a witch or an entity who knows what time you have to be at work, and they'll do spell work in advance to try to make you not be able to show up. Okay, they'll do things to drain your energy. They'll do things to slow you down. They'll even do things to have you where you cannot even focus on the task that you have to do at work. Brain fog is another one. If you find all of a sudden, especially if you've been at this job for a while and you like should know the ropes, and it's not nothing hard, but all of a sudden you can't even hardly do your job or perform simple tasks and simple duties because of brain fog. You can barely think. That is a sign that someone is doing spell work on you in the workplace. You could also be blacking out or blanking out at work. You could also begin experiencing a lot of manipulation in the workplace all of a sudden, and a lot of gaslighting in the workplace too. Bullying, trying to get someone to get out of character, trying to provoke them to anger. That is witchcraft that someone is doing. That's another form. Some of these people may not be dabbling in the arts, but that is a form of spiritual witchcraft, manipulation, trying to get you out of character, trying to provoke you to anger, accusing you. All of a sudden you're getting accused of things you didn't do, and you're wanting, people, you are wanting people to run the cameras back, because of all of the things that you've been accused of. All of a sudden you're getting a lot of false accusations, and your boss could even end up writing you up for things just out of the blue, things you didn't do, or just for petty things that is not worth getting written up about. You could all of a sudden be experiencing a lot of friction between you and other people you probably was once okay with, but all of a sudden they're not okay with you anymore, or they're being weird with you. That is a form of witchcraft. Somebody is doing witchcraft. Most likely they're doing the arts in the workplace. And another one is that you could be dropping things. All of a sudden your hands cannot hold on to things. All of a sudden you're just clumsy. You're normally not clumsy at all, but all of a sudden it's like everything just keeps slipping out of your hand, or seem to be getting pulled out of your hand in the spirit. I've had that happen to me before a few times, where I was holding on to something. It's like a big wind just came through and just pushed it out of my hand, or some kind of force just pushed it or slapped it out of my hand when I was holding it. And I knew that it wasn't me that dropped it. I knew it was something else because of the force. Another one is that you could be getting sick all of a sudden. All of a sudden you're catching the flu. All of a sudden you're getting strep throat or something major like pneumonia, and you can't show up for work. I know that one time I was on a job, I had just gotten there, ended up getting, I think it was the flu or something like that. I ended up getting the flu. I was really, really sick, and I came back with a doctor's note, and they still wrote me up for missing those couple of days while I was in recovery. And it's things like that, things that don't make any sense. It's all of a sudden you're just a target for some reason in the workplace, and that is witchcraft. Those are the signs that you could be going through spell work in the workplace. The last one that I have is that you could be constantly getting fired. Every time you go on a job, you end up getting fired back to back to back to back. And for weird reasons, or for reasons unknown, or for just things that was out of your control.
All right, so this is in no way to incite fear. It's actually a way for us to be empowered, and so that we are aware and we can recognize the signs when someone is trying to work witchcraft against us in the workplace. Now, we have up next a beautiful sister who's going to tell us ways that we can return all of that back to the sender without getting our hands dirty. Okay, so let's listen to our beautiful sister and see what she has to say.
Somebody sending you evil? Let's send it back. Every curse, every hex, every ill wish, every candle, evil word, and thought. I pick it up and hand it back. I send it home. Back to the hands that built it. Back to the mouth that spoke it. Back to the mind that wished it. It goes back burning and stinging and scalding. It lands on you heavier because it made the trip. You are tangled in your own web of malice, jealousy, pain, and ill will. The harder you try, the stronger the web gets. I am untouched by what you tried. I am surrounded by a protective force field. I don't fear you. I don't see you. You are beneath me. Go sit with that. It is done.
Thank you so much, beautiful sister, for that beautiful, beautiful prayer. So now we're going to listen to our brother who's going to close out the video with his last warning so that you can just be aware. Awareness brings empowerment so you can protect yourself properly, okay?
A lot of witches operate in hospitals, hair salons, jails, nursing homes, near or in graveyards, and funeral homes. They have unlimited access to hair, blood, graveyard, dirt, freaking all types of stuff, man. If you know, you know. Am I saying that everybody that works in those fields are like that? No. But a lot of the witches, they do operate in those fields, and some outside of that. I know a witch that worked in McDonald's, homie. You can place curses over food, dog. People do it all the time. That's why it's important to pray and stay as grounded as you can be. Pray over your food, pray over your vehicle, pray over yourself. Do all of that, man, because you just never know what somebody on, homie, so stay protected.